Amazon KDP publishing tutorial. How to publish a book on Amazon. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. If you are an author and you would like to learn how to publish your book on Amazon KDP, then this is the video for you. Welcome to the channel, and today we're having a look at kdp.amazon.com, and that is Kindle Direct Publishing, and this allows you to publish a book that you've written right here onto Amazon. So let's get straight into it. If you haven't yet already created an account, you can do so on Amazon.com and link it to your KDP account. So right over here, if you have not yet completed your account, you can put in all the details right over there in the top right hand side. Thereafter, you can go down onto this page and you can tap on create. So let us start creating our first book. And just a note, you need to finish your account details before you can actually publish. So that is important. So right here, it says, what would you like to create? So first of all, you can create a Kindle ebook, which says publish digitally to Kindle and other handheld devices, including comics and manga. Then you've got the paperback, which you can publish, and it says make your title available in print and ship around the world. And then you can publish a hardcover, which is binding your book in hardcover and ship that around the world. And then you can also publish a series page, which says collect your books together and build a single Amazon series page. So what I'm going to show you today is we're going to go straight into the Kindle ebook, and all you have to do is tap create ebook, and we're going to jump straight into it. Now, the publishing process for all of these types of books are very much the same. There are slight differences when it comes to the actual detail. However, in actually creating the book and publishing it, the process is the same. So the first thing we're going to have a look at is the language of the book. And depending on what the language is, you can just enter it in right over there. Then the next thing we're going to have a look at is the book title. Now, this book title will be the title of the book that you are publishing. So you can put anything you want in there. So let us put in The Cool Cat. And then you can also put in a subtitle, and you can just say whatever it is that your subtitle is. If you're going down here, it says there is a series column which you can enter. So if this book is part of a series, you can actually add the book into this series. And it says if your book is part of a series, add series details so readers can easily find the titles on a single page. So right here we can say add series detail. So either it's the first book of a series, or it might be an existing series that you want to add this book to. Whichever one it is, you can just select one of these and you can continue. The next thing that you want to do here is the edition number. And of course, as we just mentioned before, the series, if it is the first edition, then you want to just put in there number 1. If it's the second and or third, and so forth. And there we go. That is then complete. Then the author, you want to put in your name right over here. And then your last name, you want to put in your last name over here too. As you are going down, if there are any contributors to your book that you want to make mention, right here, you can actually enter that in. So it says, if others contributed to your book, you can add them and they'll be listed on the Amazon product detail page. For multiple authors, they'll appear in the same sequence as you add them below. So of course, yes, if you are the main author, then your name will come up first, and then thereafter, the second and third and fourth, and however you put them in this order, will come up. You can enter any one of these as a contributor, and then you can just add their name, and then you can just say add another, and you can have another line, another contributor. Then the description of your book, that would be basically a product description. So if you haven't got a strong following, this description is pretty important so that you can actually be appealing for your audience before they know who you are and before they actually read your book. So it says, summarize the book. This will be your product description on Amazon. So customers can learn more about your book. And then they have a help tab. It says, how do I format the description? And you can just put in whatever it is that you want right over here. Then as we move on, we can now talk about the publishing rights. So it says here, I own the copyright and hold the necessary publishing rights. And if you're not familiar with that, there is a help tab right over here, and you can just tap on it and you can learn more about publishing rights. Then the second option right here says this is a public domain work, and if you're unfamiliar with that, you can just tap on this help link over here and you will be thrown onto a page where you can learn more about that. Right now, I'm just going to say I own the copyright. Moving on, let us have a look at the audience of our book and who we intend on actually appealing to. So it says here, adult only content. Does this book contain language, situations, or images appropriate for children under 18 years of age? Example, sexually explicit content or other explicit scenarios. So if you say yes, then the minimum age automatically gets put at 18 and the maximum age group is also 18, right? So if you tap no, you can actually put your own minimum age, which is who you feel your audience is, or who you think your book has been written for. So as you see here, it only goes up to 18, and then the max, again, it only goes up to 18. So if it's for an adult, then you can just select an adult. Right now, I'm just going to select yes, and we are going to move on. Then your primary marketplace is the location where you expect the majority of your books to sell. So choosing the primary marketplace is important because depending on where you are, this is probably where your book will sell most. So if you're in the US, it would be Amazon.com. And as you go down the list here, you can see the different extensions for different countries. I'm going to just have Amazon.com as my primary marketplace. Moving on to the categories, it says here, choose up to 3 categories that describe your book. And there is also a note. It says you must select your primary marketplace and audience first. So just going back here, if you haven't selected the primary marketplace and your primary audience, then this category tab will not be available for you to choose. So right here, you can just choose categories, and it says on the Kindle book side, on the left hand side, you can actually select any one of these. And on the right hand side, it will have a subcategory, and it says general, green business, or women in business, and that is a subcategory of this main category. You can select another category there, and then your subcategory is related to your main category, and your second subcategory is also related to your main category, so that it's all in sync with each other. And right over here, the placement, you can put them in any one of these that you would like, and then you can just say save categories, and there you are. You are now into the next part. So I think we all know when we are trying to sell something, keywords play a huge role when marketing a product. So right here it says enter up to 7 keywords that describe your book. To enter the Kindle Storyteller contest, you need to add the keyword Storyteller UK 2023. Now that is just a promo, and what you can do here is you can just read up more about it. So once you have entered all your keywords and you are happy with that, you can move on to the next part. Right over here it says pre-order. So either you are ready to release your book immediately, and your book will be available for publication for of up to 72 hours after you have published this. So it says during this time, edits cannot be made to your book, and this is because if you've made edits while they're publishing your book, your edits may differ from your initial publication. So you can also say make my Kindle ebook available for pre-order, and then it asks you to enter a release date. So when you enter a release date, let us put in the last day of June, and what it says here is you must submit the final version of your pre-order title before the 26th of June, which is a few days before. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to say I'm ready to release my book now, and we are going to tap save and continue. So moving on to the next part of the publishing of your book, you want to have a look at the Kindle ebook content. Now, this part right over here is the main part of your book. So the manuscript is the actual book that you will be publishing. So it says read our KDP content guidelines and upload a KPF, EPUB, or a docx file containing interior content for your Kindle book. And right here it has a learn more tab, so you can learn more about how to publish your manuscript so that it is in the correct format and it is formatted properly. It also says add digital rights management, which is DRM, on this Kindle ebook. DRM is intended to inhibit unauthorized distributors of the Kindle file. And then you are going to upload an ebook manuscript. Now, just keep in mind, you want to make sure that it is in one of these three formats over here. And once you are happy with that, you can then click upload. And this is actually in a docx format. And I'm going to say open, and it'll take a few moments to upload. And now that you have uploaded your manuscript, you can just move down and you can now have a look at your cover. So it says we recommend a book cover for a good reader experience. So again, you're going to upload your cover, and it says use Cover Creator to make your book cover, upload your own cover image, or use KDP stock images. So this is a fantastic tool. You can launch this Cover Creator, and then you can actually start creating a cover right here with KDP. Another thing to note right over here, it says upload a cover you already have and JPEG or TIFF only. So those are the formats that you can use, and then you can upload your book cover. Once you've created that book cover, you can now move on to the Kindle ebook preview. So it says online preview and quality check. So right over here, you can launch a preview of your book, and it also states that your manuscript does not have any spelling errors or image issues, and it's according to their guidelines. And once you have launched that previewer and you are happy with what you see, you can then move on to the next stage. So this ISBN, it says Kindle ebooks are not required to have an ISBN. And if you're unfamiliar, an ISBN is an international standard book number, and you can read more about that right over here. And then when you're done, you can say save and continue. The next step you're going to have a look at is the pricing of your book. So once we get into this page right over here, it's relatively simple. The KDP Select Enrollment, if you're unfamiliar about that, that again is the Storytellers Contest. You can just tap right over there and you can enter into that contest. Then the territories that you're going to be selling in right here, you can either select all territories, and that is worldwide, and then you can read up about the worldwide rights, or you can have individual territories and you can just name them right over here. You can select which ones you would like. And then you have the pricing, royalty, and distribution. So it says select a royalty plan and set your Kindle ebook list prices below. We can put our pricing in right over there, and that's our list price right over there. And if you're moving up over here, you can actually select your royalty percentage. You can either select it as 75 or 35. And as we see over here, we can actually see that there is a markup over here, and that is for our royalties. So it is probably best to align all of these pricings accordingly to each country. However, If you want to keep them all the same, that is fine too. And once you're done with that, there are some terms and conditions right over here. You can click this link over here and you can get straight into learning what the terms and conditions are. Once you are done, again, account information, if it's incomplete, you won't be able to publish your book. Once you have completed that, you can just tap on publish your book, and within 72 hours, you can have your book on Amazon. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave us a like. And if you enjoy the content we put out, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.